I've ever had, all because of Shuya. There's many more memories, but those are just 3.
Yeah, so I have a billion other things I could talk about, but I wanted to talk about a specific 2-hour chunk of time that happened after a game. Actually, so me and Shuya left a game at halftime, as one does. We were winning, in my defense. So we, Michigan, whatever, kind of great. So we left, we go to my house, and we watch a little 2-hour video called Parkour Civilization. And I wanted to bring this video up because it really shows how much dedication and trust Shuya has in not only me, but in this group in general. So Parkour Civilization, I would not call it a good video. I wouldn't recommend it. It's really boring. It's literally about Minecraft characters running around doing parkour. It's not good. And I watched it alone at 3 a.m. one time, and I was like, you know who would love this? Shuya. So I made this kid sit on my couch for 2 hours and watch it, and you know what? By the end, he really taught me what it meant to be, a 1-block horizontal jump versus a 1-block vertical. And while that doesn't mean anything to anybody in this audience, it means a lot to Shuya and I think Millen. Have you watched this video? I think, yeah, Millen's also watched this video, yeah. Oh, hey, Robin, okay. Yeah, so maybe you should watch Parkour Civilization. It's life-changing, not good, really long, but yeah.
All right, to end things, I will say, I was worried about getting to know the babies as a senior, because you only get 1 year with them, theoretically. And so that was one of my worries, but I just wanted to say, Shuya, you are an extremely open and caring person, and I really value that a lot, and I feel like I've gotten to know you so fast, and I can't wait for the rest of this year, because it's only begun. I love you so much. I'm glad.
All right, thanks guys. Our next song is going to be Blue by John Bellion, arranged by Danny Ray Cannon and soloed by Dona Jazrawi.
Messing with my pride, thinking anytime you could just get up and go. Then I realize what the hell is love when you're in complete control. Hey ma, hey ma, hey, hey ma, hey ma, hey, come to my house and take me home. Sucked up by a wave, shot to outer space, stranded but I'm not alone. Sinking in your ocean, just like he designed it to.
soloed by Donna. And yeah, well, looks like we have another speech coming up, so let's do it.
We don't have another speech coming up. We're actually saying first, right?
No. Oh, it looks like I got it wrong.
So, we're saying Esi Will Barsh.
We are.
Here we go.
My script's wrong.
कि खुद से मिलने की कोशिश है जारी तुझसे हम ऐसे जुड़े कि भूले से है दुनिया सारी की सारी खुशबू है तेरी सांसों में मेरी ये तो कहती दीवारें ऐसा कुछ नया जिसके होंठ सारे नहीं लफ्ज़ों में हो ना सके जो बाहों में लगते हुए हम यहाँ ऐसी वो बारिश भी कुछ ऐसी वो साजिश थी हमको मिलाने की किसकी वो ख्वाहिश थी ऐसी वो बारिश थी
That was Esiwa Bars. For sure. And so that song was from our 2024. Very excited. Playing on the speakers. And that was from a new EP that we recently just dropped of our 2023 ICCA set that got 4th place in the world back in 2023. So yeah, you can go and check those out. That's a great way to support the group. But you know, we're gonna carry on. We're gonna keep the show rolling. And it seems like now, if I'm correct, now we have another speech. I make sure I'm vetted on this. Are we good? Okay, we do have another speech. Wonderful. Who's it gonna be?
Yes.
All right, Navia, get up here.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Just a warning, my speech is going to be very wholesome, and yeah. That's true. There goes, yeah, that's true. Okay, so this is Navia. Everyone say hi, Navia. Hi, Navia. Navia is from Canton, Michigan, and she is mine and Avni's alto baby. Yes. Mirchi. So we're so love her very much. So when I first heard her sing at her audition, I was like, oh my god, she has like such a good voice, clearly. I mean, yeah, she's like so amazing. She has the most unique voice I've ever heard, and I was like, wow, I hope she likes us, because I was really, really scared she wasn't gonna pick us. And then during callbacks, I was like, oh my god, like we were freaking out so much because we were learning our music, and I'm like, oh god, I hope she's having fun. I hope she's like able to learn it. Her because I haven't like. And then I was talking to her at callbacks, and she's like, oh, I'm having so much fun. And then I was freaking out about that, I think, for the next like 2 weeks to everybody. I'm like, Navia said she's having so much fun with us. Like, oh my god, I want her to join us so badly. And when she first auditioned for us, I was like, wow, you're such a Mirchi, like you have to join us. Yes, so because she's our Alto 1 baby, she has learned to deal with me and Avni whenever we're learning our part. We are all over the place and we're very messy. And I hope you've gotten used to that, because it's not going to get any easier. She feels like such a younger sister to me, and I love her so much. And I was also very worried about getting close with the babies this year after a super hectic year last year, but I feel like I've gotten so close with her, and it's always amazing to see her during rehearsal. She learns her parts so quickly, she picks up everything so quickly, and she's like a ray of sunshine. And she brings warmth into a room. I told you this was going to be really emotional. Yes. Navia, I'm very excited to see you grow in Mirchi on the sidelines, from the sidelines. Next year. I'm really sad, but that's okay. And I love you so much. We all love you so much. And I'm also really excited to see you make fun of more people. The way that she makes fun of Ashwin is really, really funny. With that, Ashwin, take it away.
So yeah, that's true. But regardless, still love Navia so much. I think a good way to summarize what I want to say is I had less time than I would have liked to get to know you, but it feels like a lot longer than that. So for me, I was experiencing some of what Shreya was talking about with monitoring my getting to know with babies. For me, I was only on campus for the first 2 months of this year, and then I moved across the country to go start working. So that was a lot. And one of the main things I was thinking about was, how do I get to know the babies? How do I get to know the new members? And really, as soon as Navia auditioned and then came to our first initial Mirchi events, I knew as soon as I met her that she was a Mirchi, and I'm pleasantly surprised that we got as close as we did in such a short time. So I've loved every second over the 2 months that I was here of watching you integrate with the group, as I knew you would have, hearing your insane voice, which she has an insane voice, by the way, both in rehearsal and spontaneous hangouts we do. If I had to pick a memory, it would be really hard because there's a lot of them, but things like studying late in the union, randomly going ice skating. I think you texted me like 15 minutes, like 10 minutes before the thing. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll pick you up, and we have to go skating at Yoast. Getting panched at 2 a.m. and getting a lot of really horrible pictures taken of me. I'm like 0.5 up here. So yeah, there's a lot of fun being made. I hope you can forgive me for how much I tease you in return, but it's all love. And those memories are some of my most treasured moments and memories from the time that I got to spend here in Mirchi. Also, after I moved to California, I got very regular updates from Navia, which made me feel like the distance is a little bit less, and I really, really appreciated that, and I want you to know that. We love you so much, and I'm so happy that you're here.
All right, well, thanks everybody for coming out. We hope you enjoyed the concert so far. So after this song, we're gonna be taking a 15-minute intermission, so you can go out, stretch your legs, go out and buy a delicious kati roll if you hadn't had dinner yet. They're amazing and they support the group. They taste so good, you should really try one out. But anyways, if you don't end up buying a kati roll and you still want to support Maize Mirchi, we just recently launched a GoFundMe page to help raise money for our upcoming year as competitors in ICCA and the Desi a cappella circuit. And most importantly of all, the group is trying to raise money to record some music this year. So if you enjoyed our newest releases on streaming platforms like our ICCA set, please consider donating, and we'll have some QR codes up, and then we will also leave the link in our bio to all of our socials and everything like that. So if you're considering supporting, that would be awesome, and we would really appreciate it. You're already supporting by coming out to the concert. We appreciate that, but any amount of support helps. But anyways, like I said, we have one last song in this act tonight. And closing out our second act is a song by a band that Mirchi is a big fan of. We've been waiting to do a song of this band's forever, and we're so excited that we can finally do it. It's a Radiohead song, and it is arranged and soloed by Dylan Ingui. So we hope you guys enjoy it. This is Exit Music for a Film.
The dry of your tears we escape. Breathe, keep breathing. I can't live alone. Sing us a song to keep us warm. There's such a thrill, such a chill. And you find love, always find that knows, and wisdom choke you. That you choke, that you choke.
Thank you, everybody. We'll be right back. We got an intermission. Thank you.
Can you look at the camera? Can you look at the
They're filming, they're filming.
He's the only one out of all those actually. All I have is that we can face Pt2
Not mine. I can't see.
Hello, hello, testing 1, 2, 3. We're back, everybody. How's it going out there? Everybody find your seats, please. Everybody get situated. If I can get everyone's attention, that would be awesome. We're going to start the show very, very soon. So welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys had a good intermission. I hope you stretched your legs and had some good food, had some kaji rolls if you haven't had any yet. But we're going to get rolling right into the second act. And this next one is a song called Tabahi by Arman Malik, and this is arranged by me, and it's soloed by Avni Mangrokar, so hope you guys enjoy. But we're going to get rolling right into the second act. And this next one is a song called Tabahi by Arman Malik, and this is arranged by me, and it's soloed by Avni Mangrokar, so hope you guys enjoy. Okay, there we go. There we go.
What's that?
जैसे धीमे से हम दोनों ने भीगी सी बारिश में भीगे से हम दोनों थोड़ा थोड़ा सा थोड़ा थोड़ा सा भीगे
another speech. Millen?
Millen?
Come on.
Everyone, this is Millen. So Millen is another one of our babies that joined the group. We could not be happier to have this kid. Having him in the group has just been so wonderful. But there was one story about him that I think I told every single one of my family members at some point, because it's my first memory of Millen, and it has to do with when we sang him in for the first time. So I didn't talk to Millen much during the audition process. I'm going to be reading directly from my phone, so apologies if I don't look up from it. But I was spending so much time with the altos during auditions that the first time I feel like I really encountered him was when we were doing sing-ins, which at Michigan is something all the a cappella groups do. Once we decide who gets in the group, we try to trick people into leaving their dorms to sign a fake form, only to ambush them around a corner and sing a Welcome to Mirchi song. And trick is kind of a loose term, because it usually ends up being pretty obvious, what's happening one way or the other. Which is why this year we tried to change the way we tricked people in order to actually maintain the surprise. So we tailored an excuse to each one of the newbies. And I mean, the extra effort ended up being completely for nothing because each of our sing-ins went horribly wrong for all of our babies this year. But, none more so than Millen's, but. So Millen mentioned during his audition that he'd done some vocal percussion before. So we told him we wanted to hear him try doing the vocal percussion for our song Pyramids for essentially a third and final round of auditions. Which Mirchi's never done a third and final round of auditions, so. We found out where he would be studying for the rest of the evening, and all we were thinking about was getting him to leave the building and strengthening the surprise. But the excuse ended up being a little too effective, because what ended up happening is we stressed him out so bad that this poor kid stopped his studying, left, walked across campus to find a practice room, and worked for an hour and a half to perfect probably one of the most varied and intricate percussion parts Mirchi's done in the past few years. So while Millen was doing that, Mirchi's driving around from one dorm to another. We get to our second to last stop, we do the singing, and we're thinking, okay, Millen is next, he's in that building over there. And where you just finished another singing, so we're chatting it up with this other newbie. And I remember I was looking around and seeing everyone being so happy with this new member, and I look up and Millen is just standing there in the middle of all of us, as if he he was there the whole time, as if he was supposed to be there. Because when he was on his way back from working so hard on the fake and completely not real audition that was not happening, he saw the whole group on the sidewalk, and the singing was over before it even began. No one saw him walk up, he didn't say anything, he just materialized out of nowhere. He said nothing until we noticed him. And that's when he found out he got in the group. A little later that same night, we were driving Millen back to his dorm because he lives on North Campus for some reason. And Veer, Dylan, and Ashwin were also in my car, just for fun. And we're talking in my car, just chatting it up. One of our other babies, Aneka, is from Ohio, go blue. And Ashwin is also from Ohio, go blue. So, and I remember Ashwin talking about how excited he was to have another Mirchi from Ohio. Millen hasn't said anything this whole car ride, but all of a sudden just looks at Ashwin and says, "Blacklick." And we were immediately stunned into silence, especially Ashwin, because Blacklick is the name of the obscure town in Ohio where he grew up.
What?
So we're all just kind of... and then Millen points rapid fire around the whole car going, Blacklick, Zealand, Farmington, Brooklyn, which is where each of us are from. Turns out, Millen knows the hometown of everyone in this group. Why? Because he went back on our Instagram and looked at everyone's posts from where they first got in, and the hometown is one of the things that we say in those posts, so
for everyone.
Let's go.
He could probably list it all off right now. No. And in that same conversation, it turns out I used to write for the Michigan Daily. He read one of my daily articles before getting into the group, which is partially because he said that night he wanted to be on the daily game section, which he has since joined, so he writes crossword puzzles for the daily. Which, if you're going to be in Ann Arbor Sunday, grab a paper because he has a big crossword in the paper. So that was really exciting for me because, Michigan Daily. Anyways, if there's one thing I've learned about Millen, it's that he's thorough, he does his research, he's ambitious, he's sharp, he loves games, he loves euchre. I've been trying to play euchre in this group for 2 years straight, and it finally happened at retreat because Millen made it happen. He loves Lawrence. I love Lawrence. I knew Millen and I would have some overlapping interests when at our first party he understood a John Mulaney reference I made in the middle of a conversation. And I was so right because we both know and love some of the same obscure comedy specials. In rehearsal, Millen is either deadpan and expressionless or smiling and dancing and joking around. And it's been so lovely to start seeing him open up around us, see his more silly side. Millen is passionate, determined. He's a fantastic performer and a fantastic musician, and I can't wait to see what he does in this group. And I especially can't wait for you to be a part of your first ICCA season.
So whenever we accept new babies into the group, there's always this thing of will they join us or will they join another group? But honestly, I knew Millen wasn't Mirchi almost right away, and that is because during our callback, me and Dylan were teaching him the Barry part for AC Vobarish. So we played it once for him to just listen to it before we started teaching it, and he just started singing along. He knew it already, just from watching our set video on YouTube so many times. So that's kind of the moment that I knew that he would be a Mirchi. Another thing about Millen is that, before Millen joined, Roman had a monopoly on all things, knowing about all things a cappella and ICCA. But Millen's arrival has created a shift in the power dynamics, so to speak. Every time Roman has an opinion on any ICCA set or any a cappella track out there, Millen's no, actually. It's just so much fun to watch. Another thing about Millen is that Millen loves to sleep. Whenever we have a gig and we have downtime between our sound check and the performance, just look in the corner and he'll just be passed out, face down. The day we had our retreat, actually, the car, it was me, Ashwin, Anika, and him. And so me, Ashwin, and Anika were in the car. We went to Bates, because he lives all the way in Bates. We went to go pick him up, and we were calling him and texting him, and he just would not come out for a really long time. And he finally came out and he was like, "Sorry guys, I was sleeping." And you would think that he'd had enough sleep for that day, but as soon as we got to retreat, he spent the entire day just sleeping. We would be singing a song, and then he would get up from his sleep to sing the song, and then just immediately go right back to sleep. Even though Millen's only a freshman, he's already dived headfirst into extracurriculars here in Michigan. He's already making his name in the cutthroat world of Ross Consulting Clubs. A couple of weeks ago, we had a concert in Chicago, and then we had to leave at 6 a.m. the next morning because Millen needed to get back to Ann Arbor in time for a case competition. I was driving, and I really don't like waking up early, so I was pretty pissed off. So I told him that he better win, or else, if I woke up 6 hours early for nothing, I was not going to be happy. But he did, and he brought honor to the Maize. In short, Millen couldn't be a better fit for this group. He's one of the fastest music learners I've ever met, and always puts in the work to get every note down perfectly. He's already made such an impact on this group, and we can't wait to see what he'll do with the rest of his time here.
sheets on the floor, candlelight and angels at my door. No silver lining, I don't masquerade inside the flame, but I miss you like summer rain. Shadows on the wall, borderline. I thought they'd never fall. Worlds colliding, I don't catch a wave. My summer rain. I can't breathe without you. I won't walk away. I feel the pain, but I can't leave without you.
The second Jacob Collier song of the evening, by the way. And that was arranged by me and one of our newbies, Anika. And that was soloed by Danny Ray Cannon and Ashwin Kumar. Give it up for those guys. So, something interesting that a lot of you might not know, but some of our devoted, faithful fans, friends, whoever might know, Mirchi has been around for almost 17 years now. So it was created back in December of 2007. So we're just about around the 17-year mark, which is pretty crazy and unbelievable to think about. And you know, when you go online, you look at our mission statement and our about page, you can see that pretty much we like to say that Mirchi was created by 2 students who shared a similar passion for a cappella, not just a cappella, but also South Asian music, and wanted to have a blend of the two at the University of Michigan. But recently we've been having a really big problem with how our group's history has been cataloged. Because if you go online and you type in who is the founder of Maize Mirchi, the AI summary will say Brooklyn Stack and Kieran Mungroko founded Maize Mirchi in 2007. So now, oh my gosh, our founder seems to be here. Look, there's Kieran right there. Wow, there he is. Now Kieran, can you tell us how old you are? So Kieran is 23 years old, which would mean, by my calculations, he founded Maize Mirchi when he was 6 years old. Which is pretty crazy. And who's the other member? Oh, the other member listed is Brooklyn Stack. Brooklyn Stack, are you out there in the audience? Oh, that's her right there. So Brooklyn founded the group when she was 4 years old, and she's still in it right now. So huge thank you to AI Summary. But you know, not only are the AI summaries brutally wrong, but they're also constantly changing all the time. So pretty much, if you guys don't know what the AI summary will do, is it will go in and it will kind of make an assumption or a guess about, you know, whatever a certain question is by using a bunch of data analytics, and sometimes it's not always correct. And although right now, if you go online and you look it up, it says Kieran and Brooklyn founded Maize Mirchi. About 2 weeks ago, I looked it up and it said Susan Newhouse, which is my mom. She did not go to the University of Michigan, so you know. AI still got a long ways to go. It's doing a lot of impressive things, but it still has a long ways to go, especially when it comes to cataloging the history of this group. But anyways, I thought that was a fun little tidbit I wanted to share with you guys. The group has been around for 17 years, and we're super excited that it has come this far. But anyways, this next song is a super fun one that the group absolutely loves, and we've been wanting to do this one for a while. This is Chana Mereya by Arjit Singh, and it is arranged by me and Shreya. Shreya and I arranged this song in like 3 hours, by the way, so this was a very fast, quick turnaround, but it was very fun. And this is soloed by Rohan Puri.
अच्छा चलता हूँ दुआओं में याद रखना मेरे जिक्र का जुबान पे स्वाद रखना अच्छा चलता हूँ दुआओं में याद रखना मेरे जिक्र का जुबान पे स्वाद अंधेरा तेरा मेरे ले लिया मेरा उजीला सितारा तेरा चन्ना मेरा चन्ना मेरा चन्ना मेरा हो गया नज़दीकियों के
Everyone give it up for Rohan one more time. And so, now we have one more speech to give. I'm not gonna get up here. Hold on. Sorry. You knew it was gonna be me. Oh, okay, I see. Let me pull it up. Do you speak for yourself or do I? Oh. Okay, well, our next baby that we're talking about is going to be Anika. So, I will never forget when Anika first auditioned for the group. I knew from the beginning that she was just a Mirchi. Like, she's just, so Mirchi. Not only was she picking up the music ridiculously fast, but she also had such a calming and hardworking attitude that, like, we all picked up on immediately. We all noticed that about her. And when I went to go see her sing in the University of Michigan SMTD Voice Department recital, I nearly died. I was so blown away. And I remember everybody in Mirchi, a lot of people couldn't go, because, everybody was crapping on North Campus, but I had to drive up there every day. Everyone's like, oh, North Campus. Well, I was up there anyways because I am also SMTD as well. And I was there, and everybody was like, oh, like, send a video of Anika performing. And I'm like, okay, great. Like, I will gladly send a video. And, I get there and I start recording. I'm like, oh, man, I can't wait for this. And Anika opens her mouth, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what the heck? And literally in the background, you can't even hear her sing. It's just me like tweaking out, like, oh my god, wow, that was so good. And I was so blown away, I was stunned. And I was just like, I already knew she was good, but like seeing her in that environment, like really thriving and just doing the SMTD thing, it was so happy for me. And also like very happy for me to have another SMTD person in the group because sometimes it feels like I'm the only one. I used to be the only one, but not anymore. Anika, your voice is absolutely stellar, and I really hope that it stays stellar these next 4 years because now that you're a soprano in this group, we're going to be arranging really high for you. I'm kidding. We might take a little bit of advantage of your extreme high vocal talent, but just a little. Besides your voice, you're just an absolute joy to be around. Together, working on Summer Rain was so fun. I had such a great time. And not only did I see your passion to learn and contribute to arranging for the group, but just how amazing you are to work and hang out with. I know sometimes that I can be a little annoying and I can, I like to tease a little bit. But at the end of the day, I'm getting on your nerves because you feel like a little sister to me. And I love our relationship and I love watching you interact with all the other Mirchis, all the other members of pretty much your new family. And I'm so happy that you're part of this group and I can already feel how much you love it. So, love you, Nike.
Okay, so like Roman said, from the moment that Anika joined the group, she fit in immediately. I am so lucky to share a voice part with Anika, who has the most perfect, gorgeous soprano voice. When Mirchi and I taught her the soprano part during auditions, I could tell immediately that she was like a pure sop. I mean, your high notes just pour out of you like the river flowing. I don't know. It's just so angelic. And like I said, we're the same voice part, so I'm a senior, and Mirchi, the other sop, she's a junior. But to be honest, Anika, though I hate to admit it, is so much better than me. Mirchi, she learns the music in 2 seconds. That would take me and Mirchi, I don't know, 2 rehearsals. And it should be the other way around, but the amount of times that I look to Anika for help is really embarrassing for me. But, I mean, so impressive for her. Our voice part, also the sop section, is known for a lack of better word, chit-chat, during sectionals. But Anika's broken that tradition, I'm sad to say. She's so hardworking and focused and actually wants to properly learn the music. But she's also my little psychology baby who's interested in so many different things in school, and I have full confidence in research and academia here at Michigan. I can already see how driven and passionate she is as a freshman, so well-rounded. Anika, your smile is so precious, your voice is stellar, and I can see so much fire in you as a young Mirchi, and I can't wait to see you grow up as a senior and as a freshman. Please continue to carry our soprano section. We love you so much.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming out here again. We really appreciate it. This is going to be our last song of the evening. It's Cosmic Love by Florence and the Machine. and it is arranged by one of our alumni, Nalan Krishnan, and this is soloed by Sahana Raja. So thanks for coming out, everybody. We hope you enjoyed it.
In my eyes, I screamed aloud as it tore through them. It left me blind. The stars, the moon, they have all been blown out. You left me in the dark. No day. I'm always in this twilight, in the shadow of your heart. Left me in the dark. Left me in the dark. No dawn, no day. In the shadow of your heart. In the shadow of your heart. Shadow of your heart. I took the stars from her eyes and then I made a map. And knew that somehow I could find my way back. And I heard your heartbeat. You were in the darkness too. So I'll stay in the darkness with you. Heard your heart beating. You were in the dark.
All right, so if you guys didn't notice, on the program, we actually wrote down encore. It's almost like it was planned or something. Anyways, thank you guys again so much for coming out. This is gonna be our last song of the night, we just started learning this one about like, or probably like. Yeah, we're super excited for this one. Oh, right. Well, concert without giving thanks to a really special someone on stage. Ashwin, come here. You should have. And who's doing the speech with me? Oh, guess who? Niti. Hey. Okay. Well, Ashwin. Let me pull the speech up on Google Drive. Okay, here we go. Go ahead, take it away.
Am I going first? Hello. Okay. So, speeches, but we have. He's a senior. As many of y'all know, he graduated early. He's now working full-time in San Francisco. He's so old, but he's so young. It's so complicated. It's so. I think. I vividly remember the first time that I ever met Ashwin. It was at my freshman year baby party at Jill's at 555, and I remember it was a long night. I was tired. I was just sitting on the couch, and then Ashwin comes up to me, next to me, and goes, "So, what do you into like professionally? Like, what do you try to do after college?" And I'm like, "What?" I'm a freshman. I just got to this group, and he's like, "Yeah, I stalked your LinkedIn. I'm really interested in what you're trying." And then he's like, "I want to help you," and I'm like, "Okay, thanks." And I was so confused. But literally for like the next half an hour or something, we were just talking about like goals and aspirations or something crazy. And I woke up and saw like people that I need to talk to on campus to get into these clubs and everything. And I was very confused. But you know, like that's when I just like really understood Ashwin, and of Ashwin. So.
Oh, Ashwin! Oh man, my favorite thing about Ashwin is something that you would only know about Ashwin if you were ever in the group with him. So, if you're friends from Ashwin, from here or from his hometown, you may not know this, but Ashwin is a coffee fiend. He loves coffee. Like, oh, like, let's go get coffee, like, let's hang out. But Ashwin is always like, oh, like, I wanna save my money, I wanna do something. But the second Mirchi has a performance in Chicago, Wisconsin, New York, or Dallas, pretty much anywhere outside of Michigan, all of a sudden, Ashwin just becomes coffee. Like, coffee. And I remember literally when Mirchi drove to Dallas, sorry, we didn't drive, we flew to Dallas my freshman year. He was literally just had so much coffee on it. Like, I don't even remember how much you had, but it was so much coffee. And a couple weeks later, we were back on campus, Niti and I were like begging you, like, please, like, go get coffee with us. And then all of a sudden he was just like, no, we're gonna stay.
Sorry. Anyways, yeah, we've made so many memories with Ashwin throughout the years. So many count. I remember with my 281 code, Kieran comes and yells at us. He's like, "You have to socialize," and Ashwin and I are just like coding in the corner. It's really awkward. But I've spent so many just like, he's helped me so much, and so many nights just like goofing around and be ugly. Like, it's kind of crazy. And he was actually me and Roman's first MD, so he basically taught me at least how to sing a cappella. He's one of the greatest bassists I've ever met. And he's just like the person that really holds our group together for whatever song we're singing, and just kind of just like our support, but musically and outside of rehearsal.
And, you know, to echo Ashwin's talent, is a very, very talented singer, as you guys have heard earlier today. But just to echo what Niti said, when I joined this group as a freshman, I, like everybody else who joined as a baby, didn't really know how to sing a cappella, or at least like Mirchi style or Mirchi level a cappella yet. And I'm so incredibly thankful that you were the person to teach me baritone. And that's pretty much what it was. So for the rest of our freshman year, it was just you and I singing baritone on the set every single song, and we were pretty much an unstoppable duo. Just the two of us sang bari on pretty much every song in that set. Just the two of us, and we went all the way to finals, and it was awesome. But besides all that, like being battle tested on that level with you and like constantly going to comp every day, working on our blend, working on our skills, all the little intricate things of the set, I feel like that brought us so close and showed me how talented and dedicated you are. So I really, really appreciate all of that about you.
Yeah. I don't really ever cry ever, but I've only ever cried at Mirchi-related things twice in my life. The first time was a circle run, I think in New York, in finals or something. But then the second time was at Ashwin's senior hot seat at retreat a couple months ago. And hearing you talk about your joys and your struggles and your advice and your first impressions about everyone really hit me for some reason and just made me realize just how much we'll miss you. Ashwin, thank you for being my inspiration, my model of what hard work and determination and generosity and kindness should look like. I truly don't know how I'm gonna make it, through comp season and just like next year without you. And I'm so, so proud of you and how far you've come. And I know that wherever life takes you, it's so well deserved. And always remember that you're gonna have a place in Mirchi, no matter where you go and how many great things you're doing in the future. So we love you so, so much.
It's okay, it's not that much. I just want to say, Ashwin, you have absolutely changed this group for the better, and this group would be nowhere close to where it is today if you weren't here. And we're very sad that you can't join us for one last semester, for one last ride, but either way, we're so incredibly that you've done everything that And finally, that concludes all of our speeches and concludes our concert. So now, finally, we're going to do our last song. This is Symptom of Life by Willow. Very good song, yeah. And this is Danny Ray Cannon.
Yeah.
Pushing and peeling myself out of my disguise. Looking at you now, I'm wondering who am I? If I could try to take you back, I couldn't decide. Feeling absence of time, knowing all is decided. There's nothing here left to find. The story's all in my mind. Pushing and peeling the layers that cover my mind. Looking into the shadow, now I notice the light. Magic is real when you see it inside, you decide. It's like a snake shedding skin, creating life to begin. And all you know is vanished again, transcending virtue and sin. Kiss my eyes, I'll know where things are. Beauty is a symptom of life. Gotta decide if I'm gonna see it. Why? These our eyes don't know what things are. Suffering is craving the light. Gotta decide how we're gonna heal it. Why? These my eyes don't know what things are. Beauty is a symptom of life. Gotta decide if I'm gonna see it. Why? These our eyes don't know what things are. Suffering is craving the light. Gotta decide how we're gonna heal it. Why? Gotta decide how we're gonna feel it out. Trying to find out. Gotta know that life is fragile. Gotta know we gotta go. I stood in awe inside a temple of a God I didn't know. Wanna go find the one who understands why we wait for pain to change us. So let me know that life is fragile. It's like a turtle in sand, making way to the ocean, almost meeting the end because the birds are in motion.
that you all do for us and just supporting us. And we'll put the screen down to get those QR codes up for the GoFundMe and our Instagram if you guys want to check those out. And stay tuned for future music in the future next semester.